I'm gonna rhyme today. Gonna have some fun. Well, I got a couple of problems I always had over these years. All right, I got millions and billions through corporate structure. Would you like to play? Would you like to play it my way for a while? See, I don't like your way. I'm sorry to say, but I don't like your way at all. Why? I think you brought the pain home. Why would you do that? Why would anybody bring the pain home? Oh, they lost your job. What they do next? They jacked up the wrong damn card. Good morning, good morning. Here's Mindy, Mindy, Mindy. Always reminds me of Robin. Robin was a friend. I loved Robin. He was great. Where's Karen? Laura didn't go shopping that day. I'm talking about Robin Williams, by the way. I did corporations for him a long time ago. He was the funniest, and he was a genius. He was crazy. He was fun. I remember, all right, Sister Sam, Rebecca Schaefer. Damn. She's the reason I always push to have your driver's license don't have your home address on it. Because if it does, your DMV would sell it. And then somebody would find it. And they would just, ay, ay, ay. This world is crazy. Sorry to say, but it's true. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So today we got to focus on you. I touched a little nerve there. I don't like touching nerves. I like to hide my feelings because I don't want anybody to know I give a damn. It's so fun. They say it's weakness. I think it's strength. You see, today, you could spend a whole day with me. Could you imagine? Why would you want to spend the day with Ray Reynolds, the Godfather credit, who built $60 billion for himself and his clients in the last 50 years? That became a corporate billionaire at 21. 2.6 billion, 26. Why would you want to spend a day with a guy that can actually change your life? Because you like scrolling through internet. Let's look at Grant. Don't sell me the water. Don't buy a house. Biggest clown I ever met in my life. I don't get it. You see, when he started, his whole situation was a Ponzi. Then he got someone else to partner with him, and that Ponzi became reality. Luckily, he did. If not, you know where he'd be today. But guess what? Today, we're going to focus on you. You. Okay? What does that mean? What if you had your tablet and pen in front of you right now, and what if you wrote down some things I want you to do? Okay, what does that mean? Let's see what we can focus. For instance, okay, yesterday we put another, storage in an escrow. You see, as we go through this year, it's the beginning of the year, it's March. The end of this month, it's first quarter. The biggest problem we have with most of you, sorry to say, but it's true. All right, you're not going to follow through. You're going to fall on your assets. Then you're going to blame someone else, blah, 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 blah. What if you repackage yourself my way? Good morning, Ken. You've been around a long, long time. Long time. What do? Let's encourage people. Let's help people. Let's answer their questions. Let's get to the process of corporation, LLC, all right, law and accounting, the rules and tools. I've been studying law and accounting since I could walk. The bottom line is we can't get where we want to go if we don't have structure and foundation. Structure, foundation builds streams. Structure, foundation builds streams and finance. Structure builds what? All right, structure builds finance. Let's get to that. Structure builds finance and what? The money. Hey, why don't you quit spending your money? I can understand you use your money to build foundation. Once we do that, I don't want you using your money to run the company. People do this all the time. It's called dumb. All right, we had basically Channel 9 here yet last night about 5:30. Channel 9, Channel 2. Interviewing me and my wife because, all right, they broke into our office. They stole Ryan's camera. Damn. I don't mind if I do mind, but I was going to say I don't mind if it's mine because I get the insurance or I just, write a check or use a credit card. When it's an employee's camera, it feels different. They stole his camera. So we're doing this, GoFundMe thing. Never did one of those in my life. I mean, why? But again, he wanted to do that. He wanted to have the ability to GoFundMe to help him replace his camera. Ryan, that's what you're doing. It's whatever it takes. You see, for me, it violated. It's everything, against everything. You stole, you broke in, you threw a rock through my window. Now, I wish I was in the building. I have another side of me. That's better than this. I was trained very well with my government. So guess what? I've been in martial arts since I was 4. But again, unfortunately, I wasn't here at the time. But the reality is this. We all get violated. We all get used and abused. We all get friends or family maybe ripped you off. See, if you focus on you, it's like the world today. First, we got to go say, thank you, Father, for our military. Keep their families warm and healthy. Keep the military people safe as much as you can. In Jesus' name, amen. See, this world is crazy. Now, we got to focus on that. But now, let's see what I want you to say. I want you to focus with your circle. I want you to focus on God, family, money. God is first in my life because I've been in 2 comas. One I got crippled, one I got to die, come back and help you anyway. I've been shot 3 times with a gun. I've been 96 times. It's like, ay. My wife and I go, honey, I don't know, I'm still here. See, God's not done with me because he wants me to help you if you can pay attention today. What a concept. Could you imagine today? We look at God as first because we have to be thankful we're here. Then families, husband and wife. My wife and I became one 21 years ago. She's everything. She's my rock. She's my queen. I chose her over 3 ladies at the time. I had 5 girls at one time. Girlfriend, she broke up all those too. I could pick Shania Twain or Shakira or my wife. They were the 3 people I was dating. Believe it or not. You don't know that, do you? I picked my beautiful wife out of the other 2. You see, you got a choice to play. Do you want to play my way or your way? How's your way working for you? I'll bet you're not where you want to be. How about you kind of just think and put all that aside you think you know and add the pieces you're missing. Let's think today. All right, first of all, I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather Credit. You could click, DM me now, get free books and goodies, the things in front of you. Those books are free in the download in the link tree. I want to change the world. I made a promise when I was 7 years old. If I could walk again, I'd help everybody the rest of my life, pretty much. All right, why is working great? Okay, I don't know. It's working great. It's up to God. I don't know. I don't understand the comment, but late 70s, I've been a consultant for companies and government and all kinds of crazy stuff in my life, and I got to help Ken Yarborough. He was a consultant for TRW. TRW stood for the Thomas Ramo Woolridge. They used to make bicycle parts in El Segundo, California, my stomping ground. Okay? Then they got information business. Eventually they became a Aspirian, by the way, if you don't know that. I always thought TRW stood for the reports wrong. But again, these cards in front of me. Now, we're going to teach you some rules and tools. Can you please become a CFO? Personal life first, personal life. Then we're going to think about corporate life or LLC at the same time. Here's our problem. You have so many circus clowns out there telling you the wrong information. I'm the guy that set up this system, training Ken Yarborough in the late 70s and 80s, so I just tell you the truth. Most of that stuff out there is a bunch of crap. So what do? I said, we write it down, the oldest credit card. The oldest credit card. Oldest. Okay? That was history, because it started by inquiries. Then I said, let's put sticky. No, I said a little tablet. Or I used to take paper clips, put on my credit cards. Then they came out stickies. What's a sticky do? Well, this is a $50,000 card. And if you're paying off your cards every week or every month, that's called, I was going to say stupid. It's just called dumb. See, the reality is you can't pay it off. If you do, you're making the system not really recognize you. Your score is up and away. Wait till you want a $50,000 credit card like I have in my hand today. Yeah, I rhyme too. See, I got 3 major problems. It bothers me. I rhyme all the time. I like to stop that, but it's true. And I also stutter once in a while. See, my brain goes too fast. Both sides actually work. It's like I had to figure out how to do this mentally. You don't get this yet. You say they wanted me to smoke pot or drink wine when I was 6 years old. The only thing is slow down my brain. I write with both hands and talk at the same time and have my IQ's off the freaking chart. So I've been studying law and accounting forever. I'm a big supporter for Dr. Ray Reynolds. So thank you. Appreciate that. I'm just going to tell you the truth. One over here says you're consistent. I will be the most consistent person you find on planet Earth as far as I'm concerned. Because I'm going to tell you the same thing again and again. And if you have questions, I'll answer the questions too. I've done this for 50 years. 50 years. Monday through Friday, once a day. Now it's been twice a day. All right, this year and last year. And then it's today, 6 classes. Today, if you want to spend the day with me, I'll be in the next building over. And all day I'll be broadcasting to 3 o'clock this afternoon. I'm going to teach people how to play the game to win. Is that okay? Now, again, I got some problems. All right, this is a $50,000 credit card. Again, you won't get one of these if you keep paying it off all the time, blah, 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 blah. This is a personal card. See, personally, my credit score is an 847 this morning. Okay, my wife is 846. I beat her by 1 point. Wait till she finds that out. She likes beating me all the time. It's fun. No, it's the same. She, this is my wife. She's just crazy as can be. This is a $10,000 credit card. This is $10,000. Since I wrote the rules in the late 70s and 80s, all we have to do is put a stick in the back card. Sticky. See, today, you want to have a bunch of these in front of you. You don't want to have your tablet pen and your credit cards in front of you as well. Because I will hold your hand and I'll teach you how to play the game. Now, understand, I wrote the rules. It is 29%, period. It always has been. I was going to sue Credit Karma during the pandemic because these dummies kept saying 42%. I don't understand dumb. But what do you expect for Credit Karma? They've been indicted 6 times. And they have no funding to help you anyway. So what do we do on the card? Every card in the back of it, we have to write down what it's worth. This is a $10,000 credit card. So that means I use $2,900. If I use $2,900, I'm in the green. If I use $3,000, I'm in yellow. If I use $5,000, hell, I'm in the red. See, if you ever look at the credit reports, all these dashboards, all right, basically, I started all that because it's based on the 29% rule. So if you want to listen and learn, you can play the game to win. Today, you can spend the whole day with Ray. That's me, not for the credit. See, I built $60 billion for my clients and myself. I am the largest registered agent in the world. I've sold to more corporations or gave them away than anybody on this planet. So you want to play with the truth, you let me know. Because we'll have some fun. Your personal credit cards. You're going to put a sticky. So ladies, when you pull out of your purse, you go, do I need that? Can I afford it? And try to jack it up the card. See, there's a difference. The sticky reminds you to stay disciplined. Right? The reality is very simple. You're going to get these cards next. Now, I don't really want you to have these jacked up. But all the circus clowns online is like, these are points, this travel. I've never seen someone dumb in my life. What matters in these cards is they don't fluctuate. They don't show utilization. These are the cards you jack up when you have an old blankety blank day. Oh crap, I lost my job. Oh crap, next week I don't have one. Oh crap, I gotta support my family. If you did this today, just what's in my hand, you'd have 100,000 of personal credit. That gives you 71,000 of safety. See, a family of 5 needs $71,000 to get through a year of old shit. That's what they need. But it's simple. So again, we have discipline. So rules and tools. Now I'm going to give you a procedure, and I'd like you to write it down, please. Okay? I want you to look at your time zone right now. It is 3:28. It is 3:28. Okay? In the morning. Got it so far? That's what it says on the watch, says it on the clock, says it on the cell phone. Now, today, after this hour right now, we're going to play at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All through the day, you can spend the day with Ray. That's me. I'm known as Dr. Reynolds. Hey, you, Pastor Reynolds, which is whatever it is. So what do we have? So you have 6:28 your time. Fantastic. That means you're 3 hours, you're Eastern Time. We did a time zone change this last weekend on my birthday. Isn't that great? So guess what? So I don't know if you're Central, Eastern. Let's look at your time zone so you can spend the day with Ray. I'm going to teach you 1,000 steps today. Can you handle it? Can you handle it? I will teach you more in a day than I think you learned in a lifetime about personal business credit. It's very simple if you pay attention, listen, and learn. Here's your procedure. I want your utility bills and your credit cards automatic payment as of today. I want you paperless. I want you calling 888-567-8688. I want you to opt off the national mailer list for 5 years. Because you're getting junk mail and they're selling you on the dark web because you allow this. That's your problem. You allow this. Now, I wrote the program for TRW, and actually Experian uses it today. It's called Fast Pay, Quick Pay. This is what makes your credit go up. Not this crap paying it off and blah, blah, blah. It's a bunch of crap. I don't like crap. So you're going to make an extra payment weekly or bi-weekly. Pay $25. I mean, come on. You piss away $50 every other day on crap. You waste over $1,000 a month on crap when you don't try to. But that's just you. So what happens? So you fast pay, quick pay. Your score go up and away. If you have crappy credit, what you got to do is basically get yourself in a rapid rescore. Why? It blocks your crap. All right, a client yesterday, he said, he's on the phone with the reps. How did you get $10,000 credit card? I ripped off, no, he said he ripped off. He said, I ripped off Capital One and I'm getting negotiating because you told me to. So here's a $10,000 card and he ripped him off for $2,000. He goes, how'd you do that? I didn't do it, the system did it. See, this system works very simple if you understand it. Rapid refresh blocks crap, pushes scores up, creates green lights, get more cards to reduce your debt. Go back and renegotiate a debt. You're not here supposed to do credit repair and rip off your creditor, but some of you think that's what you should do. But again, it's simple. This book is on right in front of you in the back right there. If you see it in front of behind me, however this works, it's just free download. Free download. See, believe it or not, I want to change the world. I want you to change your world too. So share the life, and guess what you get to do? Change your life. This is for kids. This is also for you. Okay? All right? The difference is read it. Put in your email and send it to the world. Okay? Not have any debts. Well, that's a Dave Ramsey idiot stuff. I mean, Dave Ramsey is the biggest liar on planet Earth. He's been financing even after his bankruptcy, so he tells you don't have credit, blah, blah, blah. He's a liar. He's been lying since day one. I did a title search on him years ago. I did things with George Putnam years ago, David Horowitz, Doug Ackelvane. And when this guy came out to the circus, and he's lying. Here's his finance. He's lying. But then you believed all his crap, some of you. Even my father-in-law believed that crap too. He had to pay $60,000 in taxes because he paid off his damn house. That's called dumb. All right? Have credit cards, but I don't use them. Well, there's a problem. What if you put 5% on the balance and you made the score go up and away? See, here's somebody who's being basically, they call it reasonable something. Here's his problem. Here's a problem. I don't know if it's him or she, all right? But again, the person's problem. The problem is they're not using credit. How are you going to get to the American dream? See, I don't want you to use and abuse it, but I'd like to have your organization, LLC, C Corp, Nonprofit PC, get a line of credit for $150. See, you're not supposed to use your personal credit to run a business. That's called stupid. We're not stupid, but people, we do stupid. This is $600,000. But if we finance the business, all right, borrow money is not taxable. We could get an escrow closed and they'll pay this bill for us, so I don't have to use credit. See, your whole problem is not understanding credit in the first place. I mean, I'm sorry, your lack of knowledge is your, stupidness. We have to call dumb. I can't say that word loud because they always go, you're spending for 5 minutes. Gary Vee says, F the grandma, and I can't say the word stupid. Well, guess what? Okay. So if you want to be silly and broke all your life, keep doing that. Keep doing it. If you want to structure yourself as a CFO for a family, all right, again, you don't have to take a chance. You don't have to take a chance. You don't have to jack it up. I didn't tell you to do that. What I told you to do is look at God, family, money, God, family, money. If I make myself a CFO, even if I put basically 5% on a damn credit card and I make a payment, it makes the system realize you're what? Utilizing money. I was a consultant for banks for 29 years. They don't want to see you using their product. It's called credit. And if you don't use your product, you keep paying it off, they're not going to give you a big chunky amount for $50,000. Do you think I jack it up or something? This is called dumb. I have it. It's $50,000. Okay, this is my wife's card. Mine's in the other room. So we have an 850, 846, 847 score. We are CFOs on behalf of the corporation. We don't jack up our credit. Hell, why would you do that? I don't understand why you bring the pain home in the first place. I would never do that. It's not acceptable. It's against everything I believe. But I got to help rebuild you since I set up the system. Okay, in the 70s and 80s, utilization and OLED's card. So if we play the game and then we have these cards, this is our emergency. Because even you don't use your credit. You would lose your job, have a little blankety blank day, your old crap day. You're going to use your money. You're going to use your credit. The day you say you don't use credit, that's fantastic, fantastic. The day you lose your job, you need money, you will use it. And then you use the wrong damn card. That's called stupid. And we're not stupid. We're going to be what? We're going to be smart. We're going to have that 750 score. Like I just said, utilization. Opt out, 5 years, lifetime. Get off the national mailing list. See, as a family, husband and wife, you have to protect the family. That is your job. If you're a man, you better man up. or die. Hey, my wife's my queen. I got 6 beautiful kids, 5 girls and a boy. Anybody touch one of mine, I'm going to take care of business. I'm trained pretty damn good. But that's just me. I'm going to protect my family. Credit, all right, whatever it takes. So if we look at this correctly, as a CFO personally, God found me money, we have to make sure our score gets up there. I want your personal credit to be boring as hell. I want to be boring. Boring! I don't want you to use it or abuse it at all. We have collateral. Then you're a duck and a sheep. That's called dumb. He's got collateral. Let's use my house so I lose it. Let's use my car so I lose it. Collateral's BS. Okay? That's what dummies do. That's what dummies do. You're not a dummy. So again, the car. All right? You buy a car. Fantastic. You bought a car. You went to the car lot. Fantastic. You let him sweat you for 5 hours. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Then they go, what payment can you afford? And you tell them, it's called shut up. It's called shut up. It's called shut up. $100. When you sit there with that salesperson and that sales manager beating you up, sweating you, it's a game, people. Cars are marked up 60%. All car dealerships, maybe a little percentage, are not crooks. Most of them are crooks. They're there to hustle you. They're crooks. They created an Isaac 8 report. Isaac 8 report. Isaac 8. Okay? All right. Car payments are nonsense? No, not really, John. They're actually a necessity, but again, they should be through the corporate structure if you're in a business anyway. We'll go to that in a second. Let's understand. When you're there at the car dealership because you're wasting 5 hours, that's your problem. I don't do it that way. You do it, that's fine. But what happens is, they ask you the payment you can afford. It's like, shh, I don't know, $100. We can't afford really much. You play it down. The next thing is very simple. They ask you to sign this piece of paper, and what happens? You do. Right above your signature, you should have put down, this allows one inquiry only. All right, my signature right here. One inquiry. And they have to you take a picture and give it to them. Well, we can't set that, then too bad. Bye. See, if you put one inquiry only, they make $224 for every inquiry by selling you. They sell you. Wow. Isaac ABS report. See, the car, now it's registered to you. Why would you register a car to you? Okay? So here we got 179. All right, basically from there, 160,000. We'll get to that too. All right, that's a little bit above what we're talking about right now. 179 talks about the cars. This is, you probably listen to Grant the Ding Dong, the clown. It's 5,000 pounds. It's 179 says 6,000 pounds, all right, and above. It's a write-up, but that's not the point. You're missing the point because you want to go, bah! See, you act like you think you know crap. I'm sorry, I don't like your way. I think your way sucks. Because I think you're not doing it right. But understand something. Let's understand. If we have this car, it should not be registered to you. Your problem, every one of you have a car. Even one doesn't have collateral, the one that doesn't use credit, even 179, and what is John here. All right, basically it's very simple. Okay? Yeah, it's a racket because you put up with the crap. Why didn't you buy the car at Fleet Price Tax AD Division? But that's your problem with you. Understand, we control this situation because we're puppet masters. Write down puppet master. That's what you should become today. But again, it's going to be up to you. Now understand something. The registration of your car, every one of you, look in the mirror and say, I'm a dummy. Because you are. If a car is registered to you, registration to you. Okay? If you bump a car, they're going to sue you. You got so many bloodsuckers out there. I'm number one. Let me sue everybody. The billboards on the freeway. They're everywhere. They're bloodsuckers. So if they sue you, listen carefully. This is great. This is great. This is how dumb we're doing it today. You are, not me. All right? They sue you. They sue your spouse too. Now you're both in it. And now your marriage is what? Every time you have old crap happen in your life, okay, if the man is sued, the woman goes, ah! Woman sued, the man goes, ah! That's how it works. You set yourself up for not only probate, for lawsuits and crap. And you wonder why your life's all screwed up and down like a freaking yo-yo. Why everything you do is wrong. I'm sorry, I don't like what you do. I like to repackage it my way. My way? First $1 million in the bank, 15 years old. I wrote the patent for Car Finder. My first system I put out there at 16, winning the game of business. See, I had a beard at 12. They couldn't figure out how old I was. Just saying a lot of counties says I could walk. I was born in a taxi. Mommy stuck me in a trash can. So don't give me your damn sad story, because nobody gives a crap anyway, usually. A trash can. Son of a biscuit. Because I'm a son of a biscuit. So if you want to get off your assets and do what you're told to do, I'll repackage it my way. You don't have to worry about dead credit, blah, blah, blah. Because you're listening to Dave Ramsey, the liar. Here over you're looking at Grant, 179. He couldn't give it right. They interviewed him, I think it's 5,000. Grant bought my books years ago. But I think he's a clown, in my opinion. So what do? Okay. The car should be registered to a division. Let's write down division. Let's write down division process, okay? See, the car should always be registered to a division of a corporation. Division of a corporation, okay? So what you're going to do is understand, and I want you to verify the hell out of me. I want you to find out I'm not full of crap. That I've been online or in person for 50 years, 6 days a week, helping people like you, if you want to play. And most of the time, it's all free, unless you want me to coach you personally. All right, now let's watch what happens. All right, it's like this. Peekaboo, peekaboo. See, what I did is, 1976, I created Winning the Game of Business. I kept changing it. I had a problem in 1984. In 1984, I am the king of satellite television. Big ugly antennas. Manufacturing. Installation, okay? All right? Retail store. Wow, $100 million. But also 11 Shakey's Pizzas. Some 31 flavors. Some Subway, some shops, and some condos. Oh, Batman. Holy Batman. I get this letter in the mail. They want a franchise tax fee for every corporation. For every what? Corporation. California is $800 to $1,000 per corporation. Unless you're a nonprofit with a 501c3 exemption, and then they have to waive the fee. But again, I would have to pay $1.2 million for all the corporations that had connected back then. 1984, I went to Sacramento. You ever heard of Sacramento, California? I asked the Capitol, 2 departments, could I create an entity under an LLC, C Corp, nonprofit, PC, all right, it allows me to not to pay franchise tax fee. They said, take a current form or modify one or basically create one. Okay. Thank you. See, you don't realize something, all of you lovely people here today. Okay? What happens is very simple. Let's understand. Okay? 800 to 11,790. Well, that's not enough credit, but that's okay. This is bad something, okay? That goes pretty fast. Sorry. All right, if I missed it, that's okay. Ask the question again and again if you have to. So what did I do? Okay? Now, you don't realize the LLC was created up from sole proprietor. Sole proprietor became an LLC, limited liability company. See, the reason they wanted that is because of tax ID, the SS4. See, when you have an SS4, you don't pay tax till you're profitable. You can use borrowed money to offset the business and basically finance the business off its own means, its own credit reports. So in 1984, they approved it in 1985. In 1985, division process was created by me. I wrote it. I have it in my books for almost 50 years. So guess what? A division of a corporation. Each division has its own credit file. I have 6 beautiful kids and 13 grandkids. Every child I have today has an 800 plus score because they've been trained and disciplined since day one. They have their own credit files. If you got an LLC, it should have 9 babies. It has 9 files. If you have an LLP, a C Corp, a nonprofit, a PC, the S Corp, there's only 6 categories to pick. But if you have an LLC, what kind do you have? Now, please pay attention to this. Okay, it's very simple. The LLC and the LLP and all the things we're talking about right now, I'd like you to write down FINCEN. Okay? They announced this on Wednesday. All right, what did they announce? This is from the Department of Treasury Financial Criminal Enforcement Network. There you go. If you have an LLC in Wyoming, if you're not in Wyoming, they're going to get you. They're going to audit the hell out of you. They're going to indict you. Isn't that fun? Oh, New Mexico too. You see, what they're tired of all the crap you keep doing, most of you. I got 5 LLCs because I was told by some circus clown. Well, 5 LLCs, why would you have that? You don't need that. You don't need that. So what do we do as we play this game? If we have a corporation, or a C corp, whatever you want to do it from simple, you should have 9 divisions. That's 9 lines of credit. Then you get 9 locations of a Wendy's restaurant, a Jack in the Box, a storage unit. See, that's called an auto income. Do you know the problem with every one of you is you? If you would have taken the time and did this 50 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you wouldn't be all screwed up. See, you got choices. How many do you own? Well, back then I owned all kinds of them. I had all the pieces. All right, this is your future, by the way. I had, all right, LLCs, LLPs, nonprofit, PCs, a professional corp, very simple, and then makes all these things, and S corps too. I got them all, because that's what I want to do, positions. This one holds equity, okay. Today, your problem is, all right, look online, please, research it, find it out. Because what happens, the first fine is $1,430. Okay, by the time they're done with you, the biggest fine is $500,000, $500,000. And if you don't pay attention, if you did it 5 years, they can put you in prison for 5 years. Congratulations for following a bunch of circus clowns. I got an LLC. Good for you. Fantastic. I got one in Wyoming, Delaware, or Nevada. See, when Delaware changed the rules in '95, everybody ran to Wyoming and Nevada. What the hell's in Wyoming? Yeah, unless you live there. I just tell you the truth. What is the truth? If you have a corporation, all right, out of your state, they're going to check you out. They're going to audit you. What does that mean? You do your tax returns in your state, okay? State and federal, they know where you live. When they see a corporation over here out of state, they're going to, why? They're getting tired of people trying to hide assets. You will pay tax. You will pay tax, but as much as you have to. You will do tax balancing, not tax evasion and all this crap out there. So what do? It's simple. We get started and we get a foundation. Now, remember, the LLC was created off sole proprietor, limited liability company. But in Supreme Court, in notes, it says it's a legal person. I will show you chapter 18 today, okay? If you want to play the day with Ray, me, all day. You can spend the whole day with me, I'll change your life if you want to. But again, you've been scrolling through internet so many times, you don't know which clown to listen to. Well, I'm not a clown. I'm Dr. Reynolds, Pastor Reynolds. Hey, you. IQ off the charts. Been doing a lot of accounting since I could walk. Simple. But I created my first million in the bank at 15 when I invented Car Finder. My first billion structure at 21. Hey, you can verify all this crap I tell you. It's easy. Do you park your yachts in your backyard? That's what I did. In Huntington Harbor. The largest U-Dock. See, you got to play with me if you want to, but it's up to you. So what do we do today? We have the ability to change our lives if we want to. Or do you go to college? Well, what does the college got to do with a thing? Okay? Or what? Orange Coast, Long Beach, Berkeley, all this shit? Who cares? Okay? See, here's bad blah, 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 crappa, okay? So what happens is, school didn't teach me what I know. If you think school's great, fantastic. Doctor, lawyer, CPA, no problem, okay. All right? I learned more in life by studying my own, reading about 15 books a week when I was a kid. See, I learned more about life when life kicks your ass. So, if you want to think you have a piece of paper that's going to do everything for you, it's crap. Okay? You have to realize you. I got sucked into a government program when I was 14 and a half at Tewica Junior High. And they put me in Orange Coast College. See, Orange Coast College was military one time. That was the whole place. That whole building is all military. Costa Mesa High School, that was actually a Marine base. See, you gotta realize all this stuff, how it works. See, I'm an orphan, born in a taxi. See, they don't give a crap about people. The system doesn't care. They don't give a crap about any of us. That's just the way I think. But again, what do? Okay, see, you got to realize, I don't care where you went to school. What do you know today? Diddly squat. Congratulations. So what do we have? FINCEN. If you got a corporation out of state, for where you file your tax returns, out of state, I'm in California. If I got a Wyoming, I'd never get that. It'd be a waste of time and money. Nevada, oh yeah. Because it's the way it's structured. See what happened basically in 97 and 95 all through the way, Delaware changed their rules. So real companies went to Wyoming, which I don't want that, unless you live there, and went to Nevada. I am the largest registered agent in the world. I sold 10 times Nevada corporations everybody on this planet, 10 times to this day. I give corporations for free. They're in the link tree. Simple. So if you want to learn to play versus asking stupid questions, all right, get your tablet and pen and write things down. This is my opinion for you, okay? So if we do this correctly, remember today, if you got a corporation out of the state you file taxes in, they're going to audit you. They're going after all these suckers, okay? You've been doing circus clown time. I got a Wyoming corporation. I got 5 LLCs. Good luck with that. That's a bunch of crap, bunch of hooey. So let's go back to basics, okay? Versus answering some ding-dong questions. I like all questions that are intelligent, okay? What size shoe do you wear? It's the same dumb thing. Winning the game of business. Winning the what? Game of business. I put it out there in an info commercial in 1976. I was 16 years old. Do you understand English? So it's words coming out of my mouth. 16, driving a Lamborghini. Get $1 million in the bank. Why didn't you do that? What is wrong with you? I don't understand. Why would you ever bring the pain home? Do these work? Turn the suckers up. See, I know how to play the game better than anybody. That's why I'm the registered agent for Rich and Famous, and I help them structure their whole things. I'm the #1 consultant worldwide. Isn't that fun? How about division process? Why not? Why not? I have like 3 children. Corporations now, paper. Got to learn, manage them, and raise them right. Okay, so you're saying see, I tell people, see, you got 3 corporations. Congratulations. You're wasting money on 2 of them. It's a friggin' joke. Why? I got 3 corporations, and see, what I say, divisions or have babies from corporations. It's not corporations. See, if we go back in time, last year, did you pay attention? They bankrupt 22,000 banks. Banks like Bank of America. Every branch is a corporation. It has a branch number because it has separate tax ID. Separate tax ID. So they bankrupt pieces, and the parent company gets the assets and offset their taxes. They're doing tax balancing. See, the company's doing it in front of you, and you're not paying attention because you're not taking it, tearing it apart. So very simple. I thought the world's largest consulting firm was, all right, well, you could say that. That means the largest credit firm. How about the largest registered agent in the world? How about the guy that was one of the top 1,000 smartest people on the planet, per the government? Me. I set up the system in the late 70s. I'm training Ken Yarbrough, TRW. Oh, this card. Fluctuation rules and tools, sticky time. I wrote the 29% rule. I also created what's called rapid score. See, I'm training Harold Stokes and Ken Yarbrough. Harold is my mentor, my professor, and my attorney. Ken Yarbrough, I trained him. He was CID for President Nixon, bodyguard as well. All right, that's simple. But again, he was TRW security chief, and I had to train him. See, the credit bureaus were started based on inquiry. So let's get the oldest card, history. Let's do 29% below. It's green. 30 is yellow, 50 is red. To this day, every dashboard uses what I created in the late 70s, by the way. So you could listen to a bunch of circus clowns, we're out there all the time, about points and crap, which is crap. When you see someone like Ryan put this in the back of his, screen, blah, 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 950,000, ask him. They took that card away from him 3 years ago. You cannot use these cars past 100,000 bucks ever, 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 without them putting you in an audit. All right, American Express, when you use it 25 to $1,000, 100,000, they put you in a review. Look online, it's their procedure. All right, they put you in a review. They look at your bank accounts. If you do not have what they want to see, they not only shrink your limit, they close your card. He lost his card 3 years ago, and he still puts it behind himself. He bought my books 18 years ago. We've had a couple of debates, okay? Because I've been on TikTok and social media for 16 weeks. That's it. That's all I've done. See, I write checks for millions and millions of dollars, radio and TV. I've done that for 50 years. I figured I'd try TikTok and social media 16 weeks ago. Ryan's out there being a coach. I'm old school, current school, and future school, and I have it all here too. I've written 67 books so far. All right, but again, you get to play my way if you want to. So again, what do? These cars don't fluctuate. When someone false advertises, it bothers me. My team has asked me to be nice. Okay? I try to be nice. Gary V is F your grandma. I sent him a case of soap. I had him join, and I actually have a soap club. I'm paying for it for him. He gets a bar of soap every week from Raymond, Saturday thing I do once in a while. From me. Very simple. I sent him a bar of soap, okay, through a soap club every week. I wanted him to wash out his mouth. F your grandmother. Hell, I had a grandmother. I didn't know her. I didn't have a family. I was put in a damn trash can. It's not good, but that's just me. So as we play this game, we get to have some fun. What is it again? Remember, this is a free download. Find somebody who gives you the books for free, all right, and reads it to you, and holds your hand 6 days a week. Besides me, they won't. They don't. I will take on anybody in open forum. Knowledge to knowledge. I have recall. That's fun. I read with both hands talk at the same time. I stutter once in a while. My IQ is off the freaking chart. So if you want to play, learn to live with Ray, me, the Godfather credit. Download the damn book. It's called Starting It Right. It's for your kids. Get a couple copies for yourself because you need to learn rules and tools. This is basically, I made it dummy proof. Every dummy get a buck. Now put it in your email and send it to everybody. It's free. If you don't do it now, in the link tree, it's 25 bucks. Now I'd like you to tap the live, share. Now I got 60,000 followers literally in the first 16 weeks. How am I doing? Am I doing okay? I'm going to transfer about 50 million people in my database. Now, by the way, if you don't know this, I was the coach for Carlson Seats people. They're coaches. Dave Delgado, Russ Dalby. I'm coaching the coaches. Wow! Now, winning the credit game is 50 bucks out there. But if you get it through the link tree right now it's free. I don't want you hiring a credit repair company because they're against the law. You'll also see some of my Lamborghinis in my car collection. See, when you have 21 cars because you're bored, what do? You got to have a house that has 21 cars. They're going in garages. It's simple. I only 19. The other two I had in the car parts. Wow! It's free. If you do it now through the link tree. If you don't, spend 50 bucks. I've written 67 books so far. All right, how am I doing so far? We get to play with Ray. Now, understand something today. We're editing this one. This will be my next one. Oh, it's good. Thank you, Jesus. Simple. I like simple. Now, what I told you about your personal credit earlier today, I'd like you to, this is what it is, right here. So you take a picture. There you go. There's your picture. All right, right there. Here's over here. And over here. Wow. You see, since I helped set up the system, I can teach you to play with me all day. Now, today, it's pretty simple. What do we get to do? Okay? Now, here's today's schedule. Okay? And when I'm done here in about 30 minutes or so, then it's 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Look at your time zone, Pacific Standard Time. It's 4 o'clock exactly. I got 4 o'clock. Got it so far? 4 o'clock? Okay. So what do? We get to play with Ray all day. Wow! I'll train you more than anything you learn in your life. I'll train you. That's right, train you. Because your way sucks. Did I say that? Yeah, your way sucks. That is true. Do you know what you do today is wrong? How you bought your house, about your car, about your personal credit? I think your way sucks. Hey, Kim, how you doing today? I'd like to teach you the truth. Now, let's go back to we did personal credit a little bit. We'll review that if you have any questions. Now understand, let's go to LLC. I got an LLC, right? Goody for you. Is it in your state? No, I got it in Wyoming. No good. The Criminal Investigation Bureau for the Treasury Department is going to come get you. They're going to come get you. Going to knock on your door. Woo! See, they're basically looking at your tax return when you file it in your state and see if you have a corporation out of state. See, the officer's list is public record. Your name's all over the damn thing. You open the bank account. Fantastic. So guess what? When they sue the LLC, they sue you. Doesn't that suck? Isn't that the opposite? What do you want? You want to bring the pain home, right? You want the LLC sued, so they sue you and your spouse. Doesn't that suck? Would that make sense? So the LLC, your name's on the officer's list. You're on the bank account. You signed the lease on the building. Wow! All right, you might as well walk around and go quack quack. I'm a duck. I'm a sheep, because you are. Why don't you stop that? Why don't you stop what you do today and do it my way? Why? Simple. I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. I've written so many rules and tools and laws over these years, it's fun. Oh, this card, fluctuation, all right, basically we got rapid rescore, rapid refresh. Now we get you on track. Get an 800 score plus, like my wife and I, 850s. Yeah, 847, 846 today. We haven't 850 for a while. We hit it once, I think. Once we hit, wow, wow, wow. Who cares? Our personal credit is boring for a reason. I want it to be reviewed, not screwed up. See, we don't jack up our personal credit. Why would you? You don't have to. The house you bought it wrong. Honey, let's buy a house. Let's be both on the mortgage because we're dumb. And that's what we did. Dumb, 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 dumb. Dumb, dumb. I don't get it. You lose a house, okay? They report it, and then they report you to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you have an IRS problem and a credit problem. Isn't that called dumb? Why would any man and woman buy a house jointly? That'd be the dumbest thing in the world. One of you buy the house, all right? It's called sole and separate property. Married person, sole and separate property. One duck, one sheep, Then before you get the keys, escrow, close, homestead, trust. That's what it should have been, but that's up to you. Escrow, close, homestead, trust. That's what it should have been. Now, husband and wife are controlling the irrevocable trust. Irrevocable trust, period. The next thing, that's the house. We have to take care of the family. Now, write down, plan the problem. Hey, we're all going to have problems. But have you planned it? Have you planned it? Have you protect your assets? You know. I want you to plan the problem. I want you to be prepared when you lose your job, have that 71,000 of safety. I want you to play old blankety blank day my way because your way sucks. Car, division of a corporation. Why would anybody be registered on a car? And they know the number one thing right now is attorney bloodsuckers. The number one problem is lawsuits and auto bumpity bumps. The number one cause. So when I created my first system, updated over the years, called Winning the Game of Business, I wrote it when I was 15. I've been out there at 16, got $1 million in the bank, driving a Quintas Lamborghini, going to school college part-time. Never went to high school. I got sucked into a government program. I tested out. Wow. Now, division process was created in 85. It was all approved in all 50 states. So today, if you have an LLC, good for you. Why don't you have 9 divisions? Why not? Corporation doesn't pay tax till it's profitable. If we had 9 divisions, and I got the parent company, here's this 200,000. Here's 100,000 on each card, paid over time limit, to the parent company, LLC, C Corp, what it is. There you go, there you go. Now, before we do divisions, all right, Chase has 6 of these ink cards. You see, you're not going to get an ink card for 50,000 because you kept paying it off, listening to a bunch of circus clowns. Here's 350,000 for the parent company. So here is $500,000. Now listen carefully. Borrow money is not taxable. I get to write off the interest rate and credit. I get to write this all off. I'm not a duck and a sheep, and I'm not a dummy. I'm going to take this and daisy chain it to each division. Since the corporation or LLC have babies, they have 9 babies. Every division has its own file. It has the same credit per division. Now, there are 9 cards, 8 more cards. There are 10 cards that I like, only 10. All right, I'm an affiliate, 119 creditors. I think they all suck, but 10 of them. So what do we do? Now, let's pretend you're going to listen to what I just said, okay? Now, you haven't even decided the business to go into yet. I'd like you to make sure you take a picture of this, and I'll actually send you a copy. No, I'll send you the damn thing. I'll send you a quality mouse pad. I'll pay for the whole damn thing for every one of you, because your problem is you. Your problem's always been you. Okay, this one reflects. How do I get it not to reflect? I don't know. Hopefully it's there. If not, you'll see it later today anyway, if you played the day of fray. Now let's pretend. Let's have 3 divisions, okay? 3 divisions. Do I need a tax ID? Hell no, not in the beginning. Hell no. Oh, bad, whatever, he's going to be nice now, okay? Hell no, okay? The corporation, write down daisy chaining. Don't worry, I created that in 1989. Every division gets a card. There are 100,000 each. I daisy chain this card to these cards. American Express is trying to give you 99 cards. 99. I only want you to have 9. Here's 3. Now, here's 3 divisions. Hopefully I don't drop these, okay? Okay, there's 6 divisions now. Okay, there's 600,000. Now understand, 3 divisions create 30,000 a month income. 6 division creates 60,000. 9 divisions create basically 100,000 income. I don't understand the consumers being so dumb. I don't understand. You could design, hi, what's a division? Pay attention, you're late, sweet, whatever it is. Sweets, okay? You're late. All right, I'd kick you out of my class at Berkeley or anywhere else, or UCLA, when I go in there to help people anyway. I'd kick them out of the damn class. You knew what I told you to do. My way works, your way sucks. Okay, you could design your income, you could design your division process, you could design the whole damn thing. But your problem is you don't know what the hell you're doing anyway. All right, here's $1 million. What the hell would you do with it? What would you do with it? I've been here and I'm trying to figure it out. Fantastic, Bat. Why don't you go play the day of Ray? Every one of you today, if you DM, you call the office this morning to get the links, and if they're in the link tree as well, I will waive the fee even on tax balancing class today. Usually $500. You can spend the whole day of Ray for free. There you go. Free. Here's $1 million. All right, because I have 9 divisions. I have 9 white divisions. 9 white divisions. Okay? Now, here's your problem. Your LLC, you named it after you called dumb. You name what it does, that's dumb number 2. You let it do business, dumb number 3. You've had 3 dum-dums, because that's what you did, your LLC. Your C Corp, S Corp, whatever, stop it. It's a neutral name. You're going to become a puppet master. Now, lines of credit. Let's understand this very simple. I'd like you to see if you can take a picture of this. Okay, not my face, this. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Now, American Express is going to offer you a line of credit for $250,000. If you have 30 transactions in your corporate bank account, your LLC bank account, all right, 30 transactions, and you have in and out every month $100,000. If you do not, okay, I will basically let you in coaching in certain programs to be your CFO. If you allow me to be your CFO, and I get you into an auto income business, I'll line it up for you. You put the money in escrow. That's your business, not mine. Now, what I do for my clients that are in coaching and another program, all right, I give them my petty cash account. See, the month of last month, right now, petty cash, 3 accounts for petty cash. Okay, very simple, 215,000. This is 61,000. All right, this one's basically 61,000. I keep about $5 million in petty cash accounts. $5 million. Because it's fun. See, if I help you, all you want you to do is tell the world how I helped you. Would that be okay? Today, the goal, your promise to me and my promise to you is to change your life. Give you everything you want. Show you how to play the game for free, which I've done for 50 years. 6 days a week. Monday through Friday, twice a day. Saturday, 6 classes all through the day. And all I want you to do in return is tell the people you learned something for Ray Reynolds and Godfather Credit. Now, we're not going to use and abuse the credit. That's not the goal. Each division. Now, here's lines of credit. These are the 4 banks I play with all the time. Here's Wells Fargo 150, debit card off the line of credit. Here's Chase. Here's U.S. Bank. Here's B of A. Okay? So if we take one of these 150s, we're going to write a check into an escrow. Listen to the rules how I set it up. If you, listen carefully, write a check off of a line of credit, okay? It's borrowed money, it's not taxable. It doesn't risk anything for you at all. What do? You wrote a check from a line of credit, let's say $25,000 in an escrow. The escrow certifies how you paid for it on the line of credit. They tell the management company how you paid. The management company is going to manage the storage unit, alignment, whatever it is, and they're going to pay you on a monthly basis your proceeds. Before they do, they minus the payment to pay this first. I wrote the system, and I've been doing what's called auto income since 1987. You will not be able to do anything besides basically what? Get the leftover. It's a beautiful thing. Well, it is. Thank you, Mindy. So what it is, here's the problem. You get all the money, you piss it away, you're screwed up. You have a bad day, hey, no, stop. The escrow certified, thank you for the gifts, certified. You close an escrow, okay? All right, 2 weeks ago, we closed 4 escrows. Okay, one person gets $3,100 something per month, okay? So every month they get $3,100. They're not rich. The other 3 got $9,600 per the corporation. Now understand, all money goes through SS4. Money is what again? SS4, not SSN. See, your problem is you don't understand what you're doing anyway. I think you're all amateur hours. Sorry. Why don't you write down SS5? SS5. Write it down, please. Then write down SSN. SSN. Write down 1040. Okay? See, this is how the government bonds us up to 35 million apiece. Your lack of knowledge is our dumbness, okay? We're not dumb. We just do dumb. So if I take my SS5 form that Mommy filled out for you, on the file, the IRS file, and on you, every one of us, they bond us up to 35 million apiece. Then the SSN, then the 1040 tax return. All those forms are in your my link tree. Get a copy. See, your problem is you didn't learn how to play. That's why I wrote the book for the kids, all right, in high school and college, and for you to read it because you don't know diddly squat. It's a free download today if you want to. If not, it's $25 out in the open market. Now, if you allow me to get you a 250 versus a 150, you can put many things in escrow. Could you imagine today, you had actually this mouse pad in front of you, this is your future, and what would you do? Well, let's see. I got my parent company right here, and I have a division for an apartment complex. Dry cleaners, storage unit, Wendy's, gas station with store, laundromat, McDonald's, car wash, KFC. So divisions allow you to do multiple functions. But you named your LLC after you, or what it does, dumb number 1, number 2, and it does business. Dumb number 3, the LLC should have 9 divisions, so it's in the C Corp, or basically nonprofit PC. 9 at least. Okay, what do we do? Go back in time, please, ladies and gentlemen. I've incorporated 3 presidents of the United States of America. I did 2 corps a long time ago for Ronald Reagan, a long time ago, when I was first starting out. See, I did teach our children off what? Very simple, Helping Hand Industries. Helping Hand was started by a 9.5-year-old kid. Look it online. I'm the kid that grew up. Teach our children. Nancy Reagan turned into the DARE program. The Orange County Blind Center. I've been helping people for 50 years. What the hell have you done? The nonprofit. Would it be one of the divisions? Hell no. No. See, there's 9 types of LLCs. You could have an LLC nonprofit. There are only 8 states allow that. No. So I study law even to this day, every day. I study all the time. Always have. Knowledge is power, and most people are full of crap. It'd be a separate nonprofit. See, let's see, pay tax, all right, or have a nonprofit. Every rich and famous person has a nonprofit foundation. They work in conjunction. Pay tax, buy a Lamborghini Ferrari. Pay tax, buy a spaceship. See, the people you see that are rich and famous can never stop. If they stop, they'd have to pay tax. Warren Buffett will not stop till the day he's gone. He cannot stop. Bezos, Musk, Gates, they cannot stop the wheel when it starts to get to million to billion. If they stopped, they would pay more tax. Now, on Thursday, we found this one. It's in escrow as of Monday. But this one here only allows 3 people to get $6,000 a month. Huh? $6,000 a month forever. It's a division. What are they going to use? They're going to write a check from a line of credit. The escrow is going to close. We use escrow companies that I help. I want it my way. The manager company, the ones that I work with, they're going to take the payment every month before you get any damn proceeds. So we don't want you to screw this up, okay? We don't want you to screw this up because it's no fun. Thank you, Mindy. So Mindy and Kim and even Jay here, I'd like to help them administrate for me as well. Mindy's phenomenal. But again, she just got her nonprofit status a week ago. Thanks to that, congratulations. Fantastic. If we get the lines of credit at the bank, okay, again, what do? We write a check to escrow. What do? Different functions. See, your LLC should become a management company. That's how you become a puppet master. You're a management company. Your goal is not to be an entrepreneur, because that's crap. See, they give you this fantasy of being an entrepreneur and start your own business and do something else. Thank you. All right, fan club. But again, what happens? You want to start a business? No. I want the world to buy a Wendy's restaurant, a Jack in the Box like I did, storage at laundromat. I wrote the first books on laundromats and dry cleaners 47 years ago. Yeah, I got my clients. You need a laundromat cars. Excuse me. You need to buy them and then what? Have them managed by a management company. You're going to be the owner. You're the bank. But that's a division. Can you imagine how many of you screwed up? Yeah, it's brilliant. Hell yes. All right. Hey, I was told I'm one of the top smartest people on the planet. I'm on one of the 100,000 lists from our government years ago. Kind of smart guy. So what do? If we have an escrow close, all right, now we have an income, $3,200 a month. Okay, $9,000 a month per division. So what happens next? All these divisions are tied to the same bank account. I sued the banks in '96. They sued me. I won. You're allowed 75 divisions per bank account. 75. So that means all the money coming to all these entities filtered in one account. The bank goes, Why? They see all the money coming in. Banks sell you money, people. And the reality is, you don't want separate bank accounts in the beginning. Hell no, hell no, hell no. Again, we play. We play my way. Now, what do? You're going to be a puppet master. Write down puppet master, please. I started the Puppet Master Club about 47 years ago. And I got presidents of the United States, American puppet masters, rich and famous, and normal people like you. It's fun. So what is? We control everything on nothing. Wait, what again? We control everything on what? Nothing. Huh. My name's not on anything. I'm not dumb. Neither are you, but you do dumb. My name's not on anything. Not on the 21 car collection. Well, not on the house. Not on the mansions. Not on the yachts, helicopters, and anything else. Why would I put my name on something? I'm not dumb. Everything has liability. Everyone wants to take it away. We become puppet masters. Wow, wow, wow. Now watch. Your divisions will be on the same bank account. They'll give you one of these. This is from B of A. You heard of Bank of America before? This person's lined up 18 lines of credit. 18. 150. Verifying the same account for every one of them. It qualifies. Wow, wow, wow. So, what would you do with 18 times 150? What's the number? Come on, understand. I created my first $1 million because I wrote a patent when I was a kid. I wrote the patent when I was 12 and a half, by the way. I came with an idea. My idea was when I was 9 years old, okay? I almost blew up the house in the car. I created Car Finder. By the way, so I got the theory of GPS, if you don't know that. I got $1 million and $2.68 for everyone ever sold. But it went to the corporation, not me. I put this in 1976. Isn't that fun? 76, I was 16 years old. What the hell were you doing? You're going, ooh, that's about it. You see, my 6 beautiful kids, 5 girls and a boy. My son's here half the time because he goes to school online and goes part-time as well. He's already skipped 3 grades. He's like me, he's got recall. And he pisses his teachers off. I don't like that. I'm married to a beautiful Colombian woman for 21 years. You don't piss off a Colombian because she's down at the school giving you shit. My son did it in his head. No, it's not possible. Hey. See, they say the same crap about me. When I had to do the test when I was 14 and a half at Tewica Junior High, Cheryl, the counselor, okay, they gave me gov tests. I was doing trigonometry at 5 years old, 6 years old. You don't believe it, but it's true. I'm doing statistics. I'm breaking code back then because I could see it. What? I just thought they were all dumb. Cheryl was a counselor at Tewica Junior High. All right? By the time I kept doing the test the third time, I'm in my gym shorts with my jock strap. No shirt, no shoes, no sign, no nothing. She stripped me down to do the test one more time because she said I was cheating. How are you cheating? Nobody can do that. I asked her, are you a basically C-minus student? That's why you're a damn counselor. I said, people like you should never tell a kid what to do because you didn't do it yourself. Can you imagine? Here's a counselor telling your kid what they could or could not do, and that counselor didn't do shit. I don't understand. Why do people listen to stupid people? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't understand. So the test. The third time, my IQ was 203. No, possible. So I always say now it's off the chart because that's simple. It's like when we were doing the book, editing the book here. Okay? All right, I told him to remove the 203 here because no one's going to believe it. Nobody! So just sit off the chart. It's easier. It's easier to do with dummies when you just put off the damn chart. That's how it works. So today, here's your schedule. You want to play with Ray? Let me know. It's right there. It's right there. So you can play with me. In the link tree, DM to get the mouse pad. I'll send you one and I'll pay for all of it. You have articles that are there. It's simple. They're free. Pay your filing fee. You got the winning the credit game there for free. Okay? You have the books for the kids and for you to learn rules and tools. Because I have to dummy proof it. Because all of you are a bunch of damn amateurs. You are, sorry. You may not like the truth, but it's the truth. This is for the kids in high school and college and you. Get some copies for yourself. Give it away to everybody for free. Send it in your email. Everybody gets it free. You see, when I was 26 years old, with 2.6 billion in structure, I offered it for everything I do for free. Free. Yeah, why not? Nobody wanted to play with me. So now we have to basically, we have to pay the employees and good stuff here and all the bills. But I haven't had a paycheck in 40 years. Why the hell would I want one of those suckers? Why? Then you see part of the card collection. I was bored. I bought 21 cars in a car collection. I was bored for 12 years. Why? My first wife, cheated on me. I have a prenup and a postnup. I always will. It separates liability. I gave her $15,000 a week for 2 years. I move out. My daughter, Sarah, is at the door crying. Where are you going, Daddy? Where are you going? It broke my heart. I said, move all the stuff back. I'm staying here. I call one of my clients. She's the founder of Sit and Sleep. I need 2 beds, please. Can you pick up the old bed too? Fantastic, Ray, I got you. I lived with my ex-wife, separate beds for 12 years raising my daughters, my 4 daughters. Because I was afraid some son of a biscuit would touch my kid and I'd just kill him. That's just me, sorry. I'm about to say that out loud, I get in trouble. I had to raise my daughters. So I sacrificed myself for 12 years for my daughters because I wanted them to do great. And they are. They married right. I helped 2 of them break up with their boyfriends. They didn't like that. They got mad at me for a while. It's okay. They married right now. Isn't that great? See, I like basically showing you the highest kick on planet Earth. That's me. 1981, 13 feet in the air. Lamborghinis, the car collection, the mansions, the yachts. How, why not? I'm the guy that's not full of crap. But again, you can play and you get all these books today for free. It's in the link tree. And you can spend the day with Ray. Wow, that's me. I like to change your life. I've been doing this for 50 years. I made a promise when I was 7. The only difference is I'm new to TikTok and social media. I've just been writing checks for millions of dollars. It's easier that way. Now, I watch these circus clowns. There's 22% of these. These people are just the dumbest people in the world. And you're following dummies. You're being a dummy because you follow the dummy. Now you're a dummy. Nah. So we have to understand something. Okay? You got to realize your circle is your God, family, money. Then it's your organization. It's a management company. Manage divisions. And multiple divisions get what? Multiple functions. I just want you to be boring and steady with your credit. I just want you to own 20% of a Wendy's restaurant or Jack in the Box Stories been a lot about car wash. I want you to own a piece of something for a legacy for your family. Hey, I'm sorry. You've been setting yourself up for a family for what? Probate. Like your family did for you. Congratulations. You should have studied John D. Rockefeller, my hero. I've studied almost every famous rich person I can since I was a kid. Why not? Why not? See, I was born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She's a kid. She don't want me. She puts me in the trash can. She gave me a girl's name. She left a letter for the hospital. Then they had to pick me back up because they knew she was. She's a billionaire family, but she's a kid. That's no excuse. But again, I'm a piece of what? Mrs. O called me a piece of you know what for 1,000 million times. From the age of 3 years old to basically 9.5, I was a piece of what? I had to brainwash myself. I'm one of the few, not one of the many. I had to encourage myself, self-motivation. See, self-motivation is what you have to focus on today. Everything else is a bunch of hooey. I think the world is so screwed up, and you follow circus clowns every day, and you got to go back to you. Thank you. Join the light, spend the day with Ray. So I'm going to be back online at 7 a.m. this morning, Pacific Standard Time. It is 4:26. And yes, why do they ask this dumb question every day? They watch me. Yes, every Rolex matches the shirt I'm wearing in the car I'm driving that day. That's how it works. All right? Part of the Rolex collection, car collection, and what I wear. Simple. I want it to match. You know what you're supposed to do? That's the way I like to do it. But again, it's up to you. We get to play my way. Your way sucks. Sorry. I just like to rebuild your life. Is that okay if we do that today? Spend the day with Ray, and we have some more fun. Be careful you have an LLC or a corporation out of state, because where you file your tax returns, they're now auditing that. They're going to come get you. Don't worry, the fine can be up to $500,000 and 5 years in jail. The FINCEN, it was put out on Wednesday. This is only the Department of Treasury Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Wow, they're going to come get you. I got 5 LLCs in Wyoming. Yeah, right, good luck. Good luck when they knock on the door. They're going to come get you. Focus in your own state. Focus divisions. Focus basically doing what needs to be done. You're not in the profit zone yet. Always focus in your state only because you're not in the profit zone yet. Profit zone means you're going to have other corporations in the future, but not until you show a reason why. It's like the LLC saying the 15.3% employment. Pull a job. Oh, let's do an S corp. Then you have to do what? Reasonable paycheck. If you do tax balancing, that reasonable paycheck is just paying your bills. I'll show you how to get your money back on your house return, house payment, because 24 years it's interest only. So today we have to play with Ray. Now, what do we have to do? Let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. I hope so. I don't know. I screwed it up yesterday a couple times. There it is. Hey, I didn't screw it up. Okay, let's see what we got over here. Let's see if I screw this one up. I'm hoping not to. That's the wrong one. I'm trying to do my best. Let God do the rest. Amen to that too. I don't know what I'm doing. See, what's happening with me is very simple. All right, I'm learning this social media stuff. What does that mean? Learning it. I want to play the game. Well, that didn't work. Okay. Where's the facts? Okay, I don't know. See, I always learn this stuff, and they're supposed to be training me, but they're not doing a very good training me yet. Why? Because they're not showing me all the steps and rules and tools. But again, that's okay. Well, that's not that one, okay? I don't know. Let's pick the next one. I don't like that one. Let's pick the next one. I don't like that one. Let's pick the next one. I don't like that one. Damn, this one was easier yesterday than today. What do we do? I don't know. Flip the camera. I did that. I pushed it. It won't go. Ah. Oh, well. Ay, ay, ay. That's how it works. I'm going to learn this eventually. I did real good yesterday. Now I suck. I suck today. Isn't that terrible? Oh, well, what can I say? What can I do besides I want to help you? And that rhyming thing I do too. Hey, there we go. Damn. Why couldn't I figure that the first time? You don't see bank account crap. Where's that one I want? There it is. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. All right. So, today you can spend the day with Ray. What does that mean today? Let me give you a little tour. Okay? If you want, it's up to you. We get to play the game to win. Okay. Now, hopefully I don't drop this. But, it's like the devil sometimes has been trying to kick my assets. Okay? So, oh, you always get your finger. Okay, no problem. All right. Here's my office. If you have questions, ask while I walk around. Now, my candle, I threw it away because it already worked its way out. Okay. I like the better than the scene. Okay, well, I was told to put the scene. See, I'm trying to do my best. Let God do the rest. And everybody has an opinion. All right? I like using me in the background anyway. It's just the truth. So I'd rather just say, I'd rather just say plain, flat out to everybody. Here's what it is, like it or no. Why do they borrow my stuff? Some days it's like they borrow my stuff, they don't put it back where it belongs. I don't like that at all. That really kind of, like, I used to say it pissed me off. Oh, can't say that too out loud. So what do? I got to light my candle. Okay? Now, I do this every morning. This is just me. I have some routines. And I do weird stuff all the time. Okay? So what happens here, it's marketing. Well, I know they want to show the books. They want to show, downloads, everything else. And it's like American Express cards. I will never show you a card for $950,000 and lie to people. It's crap. See, the lie is very simple. They took that card away from Ryan 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Sucks. Okay. Here's our lobby. Okay? What it means is very simple. There's the door that the guy threw the rock through the other day. You see, Wednesday, the whole day, I was over at one of the junior highs teaching kids, giving out the kid book for free, over 100 of them. So I go to colleges all the time. I'm a professor, blah, 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 all that stuff. And I help people for real. Okay? But I don't say F your grandma, and I don't say F the banks, and F because you don't have a degree, Ryan, but you did that. You wasted 10 minutes saying after you get a great, I think you did pretty good that day, and then you took 10 minutes to waste time. Ryan is here today, too. But again, Ryan, please take down that damn American Express for $950,000. They took it away from me 3 years ago. Why are you showing as your background? It's a bunch of hooey. Now, we're going to go into the Ray Reynolds University, the next building, okay? This is where the guy ran in and knew exactly where to take my cameras. Had to be somebody knew. Maybe an ex-employee, too. I don't know. But what do we do? All right, so in here, the Ray Reynolds University, this is our media team. The media team's been here 4 months. That's it, okay? And in this time, 4 months, all right, we had basically Gilbert. He was pretty good, but he lied. He said he had to go to the doctor 6 times, and he got another job. I guess he should have been happy here. We thought we gave him an opportunity. But he used me. Isn't that terrible? See, there's 2,100 pictures we have. This is the wall that doesn't have all of them. There's a president of the United States of America. There's Fishborn and Mama. Mama's sweet, lady on the news. Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers, and Angels, too. Here's Costner. Oh, don't forget Chuck Norris. He's up there, too, somewhere. Whee, that fun. All right, so what happens is I'm the largest registered agent in the world. Largest registered agent. I've sold more corporations on planet Earth than anybody, or give them for free. It's fun. They're in the link tree. You want a corporation? Send them the link tree. Pay you a little filing fee. $100, $30, not a problem. Depends where it state you put it in. All right, so here, later today for an hour and a half, we're going to basically play the game with Ray. What are we going to do? All day, I'm going to stand here with my knees that are screwed up, need surgery, through the pain. I fight through the pain all the time. They gave me stupid shots 3 weeks ago, and that didn't do any damn good. So again, I got to have some surgery. Wow. Okay. So we're going to play the game with me today. What does this mean for you? Okay. We're going to go over here. See that 50,000 card over there was my wife's. This is my card. This is my $50,000 venture card. You do not pay off your cards every month. That's called dumb. Okay, because they won't give you $50,000 on a card. I don't want you to have too many cards. I want 7 of these suckers at $10,000 each. And I want a $50,000 credit. There you go. If you want credit lines, all right, up to 150, you got to use the credit a little bit. That's why we have these. These are all 150s, 150,000. So if you pay it off every month, that's called dumb. Then we're going to play with another 6 ink cards. There's no interest rate up to 22 months. Okay. Then I'm going to show you $62 million of credit that I use for my clients in history. See, your goal is very simple today. You need to play with Ray all day long if you want to. Then I'll show you some race cars and motorcycles and yachts and all kinds of goodies. I'm the guy that's not full of crap, to be honest with you. I think most people are full of crap. Sorry. Especially when they show a credit card for $950,000, which they couldn't use because they took it away 3 years ago. That's just a lie. I'm not going to say, here's my black card, okay? I got it, but why am I going to show that to you? I can't, listen carefully. I cannot show you something I don't think you can get. Why would I do that? Why would I show you a black card they're going to charge $5 million to and you can't get one? It's like a waste of your damn time. Let's show you what you can actually get. Make sense? See, I don't like that. I want to tell you just what it is for yourself. This is Santos's office. Okay, he's my vice president of the company. Okay, he's the one who lines up the real estate. He's got about 35 years in real estate. By the way, this is the vice president's desk. His name is Ray Reynolds Jr., Ray Ryan Reynolds, by the way. He's 12 years old. He's been saying he's basically the vice president since he was 5, because he is. See, when I die 50 years from now, my children, 6 kids, 5 girls and a boy, they do not inherit shit. They take over everything. You don't get it, do you? The Trumps, the Gettys, the Rockefellers, the Fords, okay, the Hiltons. When their children work for the organization doesn't change. There's no damn probate. Your problem is you're so silly, you like probate. Maybe that's what you like, okay? I don't know. Your family set you up for probate. You're doing the same thing for your family. Congratulations, congratulations. So let's understand. The back wall always says, make a friend, make a buck. All my employees have been trained one thing. Get to know someone first. Get to know them first. Then see if you can help them. Help them. Help them. But again, that's what you get to do. It's going to be up to you. It's a choice. So if we do this, make a friend, make a buck, maybe we can help people. I do everything for free because guess what? I don't need a paycheck. I created my first billion structure at 21. 2.6 billion, 26. So again, to me, I don't need the money. I'm keeping a promise I made to God, Jesus Christ, when I was 7. I wonder if you keep your promise to you and your family. I wonder. This is the paralegal department. Renette's finally coming back on Monday. She's been in and out of the hospital for almost 2 months. We've been praying she made it. She did make it. That's nice. Someone got mad because she didn't call them back fast enough. She's not here. Call someone else, the manager. Ask for Danny. Daniel's basically an IT engineer. He's not here on Saturdays. Okay? And he used to work for, Amazon. They didn't appreciate him. We do. So what happens? We get to play the game to win. So what do we get to do here? Okay? So again, let's make a friend, make a buck. So what happens when the sales team gets here at 6 o'clock, some of them today, but it's not a full, team because today is Saturday. My son will be the engineer probably because he loves running the system and showing how, it works and everything else. But again, he's just a little genius. Luckily, my 6 children are all geniuses. Thank God for that. They're smart. But again, that's how it works. So we get to play the game to win. Okay? So it's very simple. Here's Sweetie 1. No, I'm not going to comment to your stupid comment. See, there's always a ding-dong or somebody being stupid every day. You got to deal with that. I have 39 million millionaire clients. I have 50 million people I've done a division process for. I analyze the customers personally myself because I want to make sure they understand how to play my way. I have 9 turds online that give me crap. So if you screw up my program, I will charge you another fee, or guess what I'll do? All right, guess what I'll do? I'll close your case. There's 2 rules. Do not jack up credit cards during the program. That's what it is. Do not apply and crash a Rapid score. Look at your history, people. All right, 50 years ago, Rapid Score was created by Ray Reynolds, Dr. Reynolds, hey you, me. So guess what? If you crash it and screw it up, I got to reload the system because you applied, you got an inquiry, it crashes the Rapid. So if you do that, I'm going to charge you a fee to load it back up. Don't like it, then I close your case. There are 9, I can't say shitheads, that's not nice, 9 turds giving me crap. I don't like crap. I like the truth. I will give you the raw truth every day. Thank you for sharing. Well, that's good. Thank you. Rude dog. Okay, okay. That's cute. All right, so what do we do? Today, you can spend the day with Ray. That's me. I'm going to be back online at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Pacific Standard Time. And yes, I stutter once in a while. But I have an IQ off the chart, and I have recall in most things, and I write with both hands, talk at the same time. So look at your time zone. It's 4:41 in the morning, 4:41. Got it, 4:41? Okay, it's very simple. We got goodies. I like goodies. But I don't own anything. I have goodies. Goodies and goodies and goodies because I don't want to own anything. I'm a puppet master. I joined and I basically set up the Puppet Master Club years ago. I think it was about 47 years ago now. So here's the men's restroom. We have no ladies coming today, so I'll light their candle for them. I like candles. My favorite smell in this world is roses. My favorite rose is a yellow rose. I just like to enjoy things. That's just me. As we play the game, it's very simple. Okay? So as we play this game, we get to play and get to win. If you want to spend the day with Ray, it's going to be up to you. No one's going to be no ladies, so we'll close the ladies' bathroom. So we play the game. I like to help people. Isn't that a concept? But I made a promise when I was 7 years old. My promise is very simple, okay? I'm very disciplined. I promised God, and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed if I could walk ever again, all right, I would help people for 50 years. By the way, this is my 50th year. This is my last year helping people. What does that mean? My son, my other coaches will take over. I'm going to go on business trips. I've been promised my wife for several years to do that. All right, and basically I'm not going to break my promise to her. She's my queen. So what happens today is very simple. We get to play the game with Ray all day. So this year, get in all the coaching you can, and I'll still be consulting as I travel. All right, some of the people I'm doing coaching for, I'll be traveling. The first place we're going to is our castle in Ireland. We haven't been to the castle for almost 9 years. Okay, I don't own it. It's owned by a corporation. Actually, it's owned by an offshore. See, I understand when my first thesis was international constitutional law. I let Cook Island, other than a man, in Panama. But I make sure everything's connected correctly. I pay all the tax I have to pay. Hey, I pay tax. Everybody pays tax. But I pay as much tax as I have to pay. But the reality is I don't drive cars that are in my name, and I don't own anything because I'm not dumb. You're not dumb. You just follow dumb, 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 dumb all the time. The estate we live in. Okay, the front yard's an acre and a half. My wife has a friggin' zoo. Donkeys, chickens, and dogs too. Ay, ay, ay. But she's happy. All right, as long as she's happy, I'm good. I'm good. We're all good. Because the queen's happy. Then the king's happy. Then the kids are happy too. So as long as I see my wife every day, she looks at something new. But she wants to rescue the world. She wants to save every animal and every baby. Ay, ay, ay. It drives me nuts. But she's my queen. I chose her from Shakira. All right, very simple. Okay. All right, Shania, or my wife. Out of the three, I picked my wife. All right, she's my queen for 21 years. She's my rock. She's everything I didn't know I needed or wanted. But again, that's how it works. When I died in that damn coma in 2009, and that tax attorney tricked my wife to sign a POA, she signed a piece of paper that signed away $3.7 billion of structure. But again, my wife's starting to fall back. No, honey, I got this. See, I trained her, and I train her, and she trains me. We train each other. We own each other. And I'll say we own each other. We belong to each other. I said, here's 5 people. You sign a piece of paper in front of you. Here's a video in case I die. Tax attorney showed up to the hospital. I'm in a coma. Oh, I got all this. Ray said to do this and that. That's how it works. So I came out of the hospital. Damn. Went to the Huntington Beach house. All right? No problem. All right? It got the largest U-Dog, Huntington Harbor. Get to the private beach, Edwards and Beach Boulevard. Open the gate. We drive to the in-house, my house. I own houses in the 17 houses for my kids, my grandkids. That's the goal. I had this dream, my kids and grandkids were going to have all 17 houses in Portofino Cove, which are all going to belong to us and the family. That was a dream. But I drove up. My wife opens the garage. I have an oxygen tank. I couldn't breathe for over 9 months on my own, so no problem. Where's my Ferrari, Enzo, my Lamborghini, my Mercedes? I grabbed my oxygen, I ran through that house and those garage doors. Who's in my house? I got a, he said gun. Don't say it too loud. This guy gets suspended for saying words. Carrie sees that's the grandmother, I can't say words. Okay. Coast Guards, all right? Helicopters, police everywhere, blah, woo woo. All right, I was escorted out of my own house I paid cash for. Then it dawned on me, damn. The dream, that vision that she signed a POA was true. Son of a biscuit. 3.7 billion of structure. 3.7 billion. I was known in Huntington Beach and you're Belinda as Lamborghini guy, Ferrari guy, or karate guy. We walked back to the garage. This is my daughter's booty. See, I want you to focus on something that means more than you. More than you. This was my booty. My daughter's booty. It was on the floor. I keep it in my pocket every day when I have no blanket. I'm like, Dad, look at it. I realize she's more important than I am. You got it so far? If you want to fight through the pain, find something you can focus on that's more important than you. My daughter just turned 18 last year. She'll be 19 this year. My son's 12. He's a little genius as well. But again, what do? You focus. It took me 6 weeks to build another $1 million of credit. I bought my wife her next estate. We don't live in a damn house. It's fantasy land. It's an estate. Front yard's an acre and a half. Ceilings are off the floor. So all this crap you see, all these people, blah, blah, blah. That's how I live. But again, it's her house. She reminds me all the time, honey, this is my house. You bought it for me. That's right. Yes, dear. What are you trying to tell me now? She'll say once in a while, you're lucky if you have any space. I love her. One of my books, gentlemen, is called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. It's coming out this year. Maybe you'll learn to bite your tongue and shut up. A woman's a tape recorder. Shut up. Because you can't take back what you say. Never go home and give her your bad day. Never. She's your queen. That's your piece. That's just my 2 cents for you today. First thing we're going to do today at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going to do goal setting for 2 hours. God, dissect everything you do. Then we're going to have tax balancing at 9 o'clock. Teach you how to tax balance. You pay as much tax as you have to. Then we have level 1, level 2, level 3. You can spend the day with Ray if you want to. But again, it's going to be up to you to listen and learn. I'm just going to tell you the truth. Not everybody likes me, nobody likes you. That's how it works. Let's do our best. Let God do the rest. Amen to that too. Do yourself a favor today. Make sure you're at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with me. I'll change your life. I have no excuses. Neither do you. You met Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. He built $60 billion of credit for his clients and himself. So today we play the game to win, if you want to play. So let's do our best. Let God do the rest. Amen to that too. All right. Again, 800-254-9506. Call one of the team members. About an hour and 20 minutes. But it's going to be up to you if you want to play. You got Jay here, Mindy, she's phenomenal. She helps us administrate all kinds of stuff. In the link tree, check it out. There's Corpse, there's books, free. There's SS5, SSN, and 1040 tax returns. That's how you connect your dots. So today we're going to play. We're going to have fun all day. We're going to do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too.